What's going on, everybody? It's Javelin and welcome back to my channel. Today we've got a deep dive into the twisted tale of controversial decisions made by one man who seemingly killed the franchise he wished to revive, Panthers owner David Tepper. His choice to give up tremendous draft assets to move up and draft Bryce Young over CJ Stroud has raised eyebrows to say the least. However, this isn't his only blunder since taking over ownership of the Carolina Panthers. So, in this video, we're going to explore his string of desperate decisions that have led the Panthers into chaos. But before we get started, I just want to make one thing clear. I don't think Bryce Young is a bust, and it's too early to judge him. He's been thrown into the fire in Carolina, and I wouldn't expect many quarterbacks in this league to succeed in that situation. So settle down, Panthers fans. I don't hate Bryce Young or the Panthers, but there's no question that it's looking like they fumbled their opportunity. Now let's delve into the intricacies of how these decisions came about, how they were influenced by owner David Tepper, and why it's already looking like a disaster in Charlotte. It's no secret that the Carolina Panthers have been on a quest to find their franchise quarterback since the decline and subsequent departure of Cam Newton. After a stint with Teddy Bridgewater, the Panthers were looking for a more permanent solution. This led them to bring in Sam Darnold, a quarterback who had struggled in his previous 3 seasons with the New York Jets. Fans hoped that Darnold's struggles were due to his unfortunate situation in New York, having to play under head coaching disasters Todd Bowles and Adam Gase. But they were soon disappointed. Darnold came out looking more like his old self, ending the 2021 season with a 4-7 record as a starter. And the subsequent experiment with Baker Mayfield was equally underwhelming. Following this, the frustration of David Tepper became increasingly evident. Tepper, unlike some NFL owners who remain hands-off, was very hands-on. He yearned for immediate success and wasn't willing to wait for a slow rebuild. His impatience played a significant role in the decision-making process, so much so that it outweighed the desires of head coach Frank Reich and the offensive coaching staff. It was reported prior to the draft that there was a rift in the Panthers organization regarding which quarterback to select with the number 1 overall pick, with head coach Frank Reich and quarterbacks coach Josh McCown clearly favoring CJ Stroud. I mean, just look at this clip where McCown is talking to CJ Stroud about finding a golf course, quote unquote, when he lives in Charlotte.
We'll find a court. Play some horses.
It's right here, come on.
Okay. Well,
no, maybe I got to
go
to
Charlotte. We'll find a court. All right, see you.
Now I'm going to take his money.
The Panthers subsequently traded DJ Moore, the number 9 pick, a 2nd round pick, a 2024 first round pick, and a 2nd round pick in 2025 to move up 8 spots to the number 1 spot in the 2023 NFL Draft. Tepper and his wife Nicole were actively involved in the decision-making process, attending pro days and prospect meetings. While the masses debated over which quarterback the Panthers should draft, it seems their decision was set in stone from the very beginning. Before we dive into that fateful day in April, a quick reminder to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you've enjoyed it so far. It would really help my new channel gain exposure in the YouTube algorithm, and all of your support is genuinely appreciated. Without further ado, cue the music.
And once again, welcome to Kansas City, 2 months removed from one kind of celebration.
Carolina Panthers select Bryce Young, quarterback, Alabama.
The selection of Bryce Young was seen as a pivotal moment in the Panthers' history. Bryce was seen as a polished prospect with pinpoint accuracy, remarkable playmaking ability, and a unique point guard style of play that he torched college defenses with. He did have some glaring drawbacks though, notably his size at 5'10", 200 pounds, and a noticeable drop in accuracy when throwing deep inside the numbers. As we all know, NFL offensive linemen are massive human beings, and if Bryce Young struggled seeing over Bama's line and into the middle of the field, chances are that trend will continue in the league. And it has. He's also developed an unfortunate habit of holding onto the ball too long, leading to costly turnovers on multiple occasions. Although talented, he has faced struggles through his first 5 starts. He's completed 63.9% of his passes for 967 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. To make matters worse, CJ Stroud, selected by the Texans right after Young, has seen much more success. He's thrown for 1,660 yards, 9 touchdowns, and just 1 interception, and even earned an NFL Offensive Rookie of the Month award to show for it. The Houston Texans, who many expected to only win a few games through the entire year, are 3-3 through their first 6 games. In contrast, the Panthers sit at a disappointing 0-6, and many are beginning to question if they handed the Texans their golden boy quarterback by selecting Bryce Young. Most great franchises follow the philosophy of building their team from the inside out before drafting a rookie quarterback, with the focus on securing roster talent before throwing a first-year QB into the fire. This approach, while requiring patience, is considered the most effective way to create a conducive environment for a young quarterback to succeed. However, Tepper's impatience led to Bryce Young being thrown into a challenging situation with subpar weapons and a mediocre roster. In addition, Tepper's decisions regarding head coaching hires have been questionable at best. His first prospect, Matt Rule, was expected to turn the team around quickly, but that experiment soon failed. His hiring of Frank Reich, who had shown issues that led to his firing by the Indianapolis Colts, is a puzzling choice. Reich struggled with clock management, poor situational decision-making, and a lack of offensive innovation. Reich's offense has continued to struggle in Carolina, contributing to the early failures of Bryce Young. As a result, Frank Reich relinquished play-calling duties to offensive coordinator Thomas Brown following their Week 6 loss to the Dolphins. This change, a decision made by Reich himself, is a sign of the Panthers' desperation to spark a turnaround. It is essential to note that the timing of this decision coincides with the team's bye week, giving Brown additional time to prepare for taking over play-calling duties. As luck has it, immediately after the bye, the Panthers faced a team which has become the NFL's darling at the expense of Carolina's soul, the Houston Texans. Brown will surely be looking to earn his stripes in a game that has significant connotations. He has a tall task ahead of him, as Carolina's offensive line has been doubtful to say the least, allowing 19 sacks through 6 games. While some of the sacks can be attributed to Young's tendency to hold on to the ball too long, it's undeniable that the offensive line has underperformed. This includes Ike Mekwonu, who was supposed to be their franchise left tackle, but has struggled mightily. In conclusion, the Carolina Panthers' litany of questionable decisions, including drafting Bryce Young over CJ Stroud, has caused chaos in Carolina. It's a complex situation influenced by impatience, questionable coaching decisions, and poor roster management. While it's still early in Bryce Young's career, the Panthers find themselves in a challenging position, and only time will tell if this decision will prove to be a franchise-altering mistake. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth analysis of the NFL and its never-ending pool of misery. See you guys in the next one. Peace.